everything. He loves football, he embraces football, he loves going to the training ground, he loves listening. He just got a great attitude, and when you have a great attitude, that's why he's a captain of this team. He don't just commit on his game. He's helping others. He's making sure that others accelerate their potential. And when you have a person like that, he never forgets. He remembers everything because he's that kind of person and that kind of player.
And Andy, you got a little insight into Unai Emery's tactics as well.
Yeah, look, I think it's really interesting. It was great to hear John talk about it in such detail, because I think what that does do is gives people at home a bit of an insight into the detail that managers go into at this level, and, you know, the fine detail of, you know, the movements and how late you might make them, what's the position, how can you create overloads, what's the timing of the movement. So I think all them things, I always find it really interesting, you know, kind of being in and around it and being in and around football clubs, understanding kind of what them top managers do, what are they saying, because we don't always get that insight, particularly the people at home. So to hear him talk about it, and I think, you know, Stan talked about him understanding the role. He clearly understands exactly what the manager wants from him, because he was able to explain it to us perfectly well there, exactly what was expected of him. So I think that's a really good insight.
And the fact the core of that group have been together for so long is such a big part of it as well, because I think 9 of the current squad were actually playing in Emery's first game.
It's important. It's about consistency, about same message, about drills that you do every single day. And Unai Emery, he don't work only 1, 2 or 3 tactical options. He work for more. So every player have the clarity, understanding what he has to do, because not many people expected Lindelof to start tonight. They was wondering who is going to start. Kamara is missing, Onana is missing. Who is going to fill that role? And Lindelof is stepped in, and it's difficult role. But when you have the understanding and the clarity, then you can do that job, because most of those players have the ability to.
Congratulations, huge congratulations. You've played with this club in the Championship. You're now going to play in a European final. Just try and put into words what that means to you.
I'm normally quite calm before games, but the pressure today was intense. I think this group of players deserve to go one step further. And to get to a final, we've had a few semi-final disappointments, and you can kid on that it doesn't affect you, but today I was nervous getting into the game, and tonight was up there with one of the best performances I've seen for a Villa team here in a long time. And we started with intent. Obviously we're pretty fortunate with the injuries that Nottingham Forest had. It probably weakened their side a little bit, but we needed to capitalise, and we did today. How
did Unai Emery help you all deal with that pressure? Because it's been 14 years since he last lost a two-legged knockout tie in this competition, so he's been there and done it so many times before.
We're fortunate he's experienced a lot more European semi-finals than us. The Conference League one we didn't manage too well. First leg at home, probably went a little bit too gung-ho. That wasn't on him, that was on us. But tonight we managed it really well, and just a great performance all round.
John, you said you were nervous.
Yeah.
To me, you look like a man on a mission. So, like, you know, you came out, there was a focus on you in the warm-up, the group. It felt a little bit different tonight.
It did. The warm-up, the atmosphere in here was electric. But I think what I said to the lads was they might get another opportunity playing European semi-finals. They don't come along too often. When you get to 31, might be the last chance to get a European final. So it's great celebrations at the end, but we've still got one game to go to try and achieve what comes next. I don't actually know the score. What was the score?
Freiburg have gone through, so you've got Freiburg. Yeah, they've turned it around. So 4-3 on aggregate. They've gone through.
Do you really worry about it? You're really who you're playing, or you just wanted to know as knowledge?
No, I just wanted to know as knowledge.
Listen, what was the message for Unai Emery before the game? You talked about being nervous. Were you nervous because you know the potential of the team and you haven't performed lately in that level, and you knew that tonight was a big one?
I wasn't nervous in terms of the team turning up. We've turned up in big games, maybe just not semi-finals. We've turned up. Only a few of us, but to get promoted, then Brighton in the last day of the season to get into Europe, and then to stay up, which is the most pressure you can have. It's just anything can happen in a game. You can get somebody sent off in the first 10 minutes, first 15, and the way we handled the first tie wasn't the best, so just a little bit. I didn't want to leave these 2 games with regrets, and I think tonight we've done ourselves massive justice.
John, I'm really interested and to hear probably what went on behind the scenes as well. The tactical battle over the two legs, I think, was really interesting between the two managers, the two teams. When we seen Lindelof on the team sheet, we were thinking, right, what's that going to look like? And at times it looked like a back three, with then the full-backs pushing on, looking like wing-backs, and then that freed up you to be able to step into that kind of inside 10 position, and I suppose Buendia on the other side. How was that kind of worked on, and did you speak about that?
We used to play that quite a lot with Camera when he was fit. But Victor was outstanding tonight. I think he's probably been a wee bit hard done by since he's signed. I don't think he's put a foot wrong, and it shows you how flexible and versatile he is to go into the midfield. But I think even off the ball last week we're a little bit too passive. I was dropping too deep to track Nico Williams, and tonight Victor allowed Cashew to push to him. I could go to Marato, and it just let us get on the front foot, whereas last week we were on the back foot. But the way he fitted in there tonight, he was outstanding, and maybe tired the last 15 minutes, that's why he came off. But the manager worked on it a lot, because Anderson and obviously Gibbs White, when he's fit, like to drop into that space, and if you allow them to play, they'll hurt you.
So there's an in possession bit and an out of possession bit of it as well, to shore up that midfield area, but also in possession to give you the overloads.
Well, he wanted to give Nico Williams a problem with Cashew going high. Does he go with Cashew or does he come in with me? Which worked pretty well. Victor would get the ball, I'd go into centre mid, which I'm used to throughout my career. So we've got versatile players. Morgan can adapt and change, and it certainly suited us tonight, and it's the best we've played in a wee while.
John, Joe Cole and Ali McCoy were absolutely raving about your performance in the commentary this evening. Just tell us a bit more about that journey from the Championship now to a European final, and the role that Unai Emery has played in that, in making you a better player.
He's been amazing. So have all the managers that I've worked under. Steve Bruce made me believe I could compete in England. Dean Smith made me feel like I could compete in the Premier League. Steven Gerrard made me a leader, and Unai Emery's made me a much better footballer. And I just feel the way this club's grown, I feel like I've managed to grow step by step alongside it. There's moments where I'm not at my best, but here at Villa Park is where I feel comfortable and just loving it at the minute.
What about that connection with you and the fans as well? Because you can see it, you can feel it. It did feel fitting that you got those 2 goals at the end tonight.
Well, we've been through a lot together. We've had low moments here, definitely. It's a demanding club to play for, but when it's like this, Villa Park is electric, and Stan will tell you there's no better place to play your football every second week, or if we're fortunate enough to get European football and kick on. But what we've done over the last few years has been exceptional, and that's what I said to the lads before the game. We need to do ourselves justice, and the margins in football are so slim. If we lose tonight, we're the nearly men, and when we go to Istanbul in 10 days, we need to make sure we're not the nearly men.
John, you scored 2 goals today. Before, it's brilliant. You've got a target of 10, you've got 1 more to go. That's for the final. But what we've seen lately, you're more calm, just in front of goal. Do you work on it? Because you used to use a lot of power without actually guiding the ball. But tonight, the 2 goals were perfect. You guide it and you find the perfect solution.
It's because you keep reminding me. My uncle, he always says keep the high balls low. So my Uncle Jerry will be proud as punch tonight. I used to lash at things, but you learn from your mistakes. And the first one in the league game, the first leg of the league game, I can't remember. I whipped one and Sell saved it, and I attempted it for the first one. So the second one, I thought Ortega would try and read me a little bit, so I decided to change the angle. So I was just over the moon. Can you believe it?
John, just quickly, before we've got to let you go, you've got a chance now to end that 30-year wait for a trophy for this club. Do you feel that weight of expectation, or do you just see opportunity now?
I felt it this morning, but now it's about embracing it and trying to become legends. You see the guys for 1982, you see the cup winners for the 90s. It's a historic club. It's been a long time with success. They've been through some massive lows, relegation, building back up, but such a proud football club and deserves success, and hopefully we can be the group that does it.
You've got that chance to write your names into the history books. Congratulations tonight, and we'll see you in Istanbul.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations. What an incredible night. Just sum up how you feel right now, Ollie. Istanbul bound.
Oh, amazing. In the first leg we were very passive. They've got some good players, and to be fair, they deserve the win, I felt, in the first game, but it was always going to be difficult here for them at Villa Park, and we've been looking forward to this for weeks since we played. Obviously, the poor performance against Tottenham, but I think everyone's mind was on this game tonight.
From
on the off, you guys just seem to be at it tonight. You're winning every battle, every duel out there, Emmy.
Of course, we knew how difficult and how tough these games are. They show some character in the first leg, and we knew from the beginning we needed to start strong here with our fans, with our supporters. They were the 12th man, and I think everyone ran a lot, fight a lot. So, and then we play our football. We show the whole season how good we can play, and we show it today. I think the result is amazing, and I think we deserve this.
You're pushing for the goal. Who's going to claim this? Because you tapped it in, but ultimately, was it Emmy that created, that allowed you to get in that position?
He's just put it on a plate for me at the end of the day. I had to tap it in, but that's what I want to do. But yeah, amazing goal and assist for him today. But I think everyone worked so hard. It's hard to pick a man of the match. We're all amazing, I thought.
Emmy, I'm going to say you were the coolest man in Villa Park when you put that ball on the penalty spot, because let me tell you, I was sat amongst the fans. They were nervous when you put that ball down.
No, I took the responsibility. I think it obviously was one of the most decisive penalties for the club in the recent years. But I didn't feel pressure. I think I feel calm, and I knew it 100% what I wanted to do, and goal to help the team, and then. But after that, the team is still fighting, going forward, pressing high, and we wanted more, and we create an amazing result.
The atmosphere in here tonight was unbelievable from start to finish. It's been 44 years. Some of these fans have never seen Villa in a major European final, and some have waited a heck of a long time for this.
Yeah, I think there's no better manager than this to get us prepared for this game, and obviously take us into the final as well. His track record speaks for itself. So we're in a great position, but we need to go there and win now.
Well, yeah, it's looking like I think it is Freiburg. It looks like in the final for you boys now. So, what would it mean to end this season? We know there's Champions League football potentially through the Premier League, but what would it mean to win a trophy?
Oh, of course. I think the prestige to win a trophy, and obviously for this club with the history this club got, is an amazing. We know the fans really want this trophy for us, and we will fight. It's a final. We need to prepare well and keep going in the Premier League as well, because we want to finish as top as possible.
Lovely. I'm going to let you both go. But you okay? You got a knock on the head then. You're all right. You're right. We'll see you in 13 days.
4-1 win on aggregate, 4-0 on the night. Stillian, great scenes here at the end, but how did Unai Emery mastermind that victory tonight after such a tough run for the club in the last week?
It's a couple little things that he's done, especially playing Lindelof and that holding position. I think, as Andy mentioned earlier, he just released the fullbacks, give an opportunity to go further forward, to receive the ball further forward, but also it gives a protection. If you can see Tielemans, Buendia and McGinn, they had a freedom to go and enjoy, to control the ball. He was really good and really important, and that's why we've been talking about Unai Emery, his knowledge, knowing his team, but also having experience in those kind of competition and finding the solution in that second leg.
Because we spoke about the importance of that midfield battle before the game, didn't we? And Lindelof coming in, we wondered how that would work out, Karen, but worked a dream.
It did, and look, we spoke about Unai Emery and obviously giving the tactics behind it, but I actually said it before the game, the players, they won every first and second ball though as well, Linz. So everyone stepped up from Villa tonight and they dominated that midfield, as you said. I still think the two wide players coming in, because the fullbacks were able to go on, just really gave some issues for Forest. And when they're missing, like Andy said, key players, they just couldn't compete in that area, and Anderson couldn't help and get to grips with it either. But like overall, look, Villa at here, it's a special place. We've all spoken about it and deserve to go through.
Yeah. Andy, you know what was really funny? And I don't know if you guys seen it, but there was a tweet from Anderson.
Vitor, commiserations. Obviously not the night you wanted out there tonight. What are your overall thoughts on your team's performance?
You know, to compete in a semi-final, to compete against a team as Aston Villa, we need everyone in the conditions to compete. And if you look for the game, On the bench, we had 3 players on the bench because the other ones they went in the bench, but injury. If you look for our bench today, the only solutions that we had was from the first team was Bakwa, Luca, Morello. We try, but injury is not in conditions, and the 8, and this is very short to come here without solutions. Playing a game against Chelsea, traveling again, come here after 3 days, and this was not possible. Very proud of our supporters because they help us. They try in this long road to help us. Well, today was not possible it's a pity, but the team is not proud of my players because they try everything. But in the end, we didn't have the conditions, the conditions to compete for this game.
I just want to ask you about the penalty incident that Milenkovic gave away. Have you seen it? What are your thoughts on it?
I didn't see, but I tell you one thing. This referee was a very good referee, but not